Hi guys. Okay, now it's social time and we're going to continue talking about demography. Yesterday you watched a video and you had to answer some questions. And I had a look at your answers and your results, and I have to say that you did quite well. So I think that you have a general idea of what demography is. But now I want to show you some more concepts. Let's go. Okay, so what is a census? I'm going to put this here. All right. First, to understand the census, we have to remember that demography, it is the science that describes people, okay? Demo, that comes from the Latin, means people, and graphy, which means writing, can be understood as description. So it's a science to describe people that live in a certain place. Population. This term involves all the people that live in a specific place. For example, the population in Spain is approximately, and this is according to some data that were recalled last year, the population in Spain is of 47,100,396 inhabitants. In Madrid is approximately of 3 inhabitants in the city of Madrid, not the community. And in my hometown, in Valladolid, it's approximately of 300,000. Okay? Next concept. Census. So the governments need an instrument to count people. They cannot go door by door knocking at the door and saying, hi, I'm from the government and I came here to count how many people live in this house. Okay, so they use an instrument that is a census. It's basically like a questionnaire. Okay, it's useful to count population and also to collect information about people. What kind of information? The age, the sex, the nationality, the location, asking about in what type of area they live, if it's an urban area or a rural area, and the economic activity. There are other questions that try to recall the type of information, but we're going to focus our attention on these, okay, characteristics. I want to explain you the differences that you have here in the economic activity. What means being an active person and working? Well, this is a person that is in the age of working, all right, which in Spain starts at the age of 16 years old, okay, and finishes when a person is retired. So a person that is active means that has got the age, or that, sorry, that is in the age to work and that it's working. Another type of population is active, which means that is in the age to work, but because of some reason, that person is not working, all right? It's what we call unemployment, desempleo, or in situación de paro, that we say in Spanish. And the other part of population is inactive, which means that is not in the age of working, or a person that is not able to work because of different circumstances. For example, a dependent person, all right? So once we understand all this, we're going to continue with the next step. That is, it's your time to investigate. Let's go. Okay. I want to refer to the book, okay? In the introduction of the Unit 4, you have here a brief paragraph that tells you how important people are to society, okay? And how important history is to people, okay? Remember that in the video yesterday, I asked you 3 important questions. The first one was, if I not have a very bad memory, do you think that demography is important to people? And the answer was yes. Do you think that you are part of society? Of course. Each person that lives in this world is part of society. And third, do you think that demography is important to predict the future? And the answer was yes. So we can understand that this science, demography, is important to predict our future. So we need to take this seriously. Let's go to Okay, the page that we're paying attention today to. Okay, here in this first paragraph, you have the explanation of population. Okay, so the definition. Here you have the information about census, okay, how governments use census to count population and to collect information, okay, and here the definition of demography, that is the study of human populations. And we're going to pay attention to this box that we have here. Okay. This is a model of a census, okay? We can say this is how a census look like. All right, so it's like a questionnaire, as you can see. They ask about the age, the sex, the nationality, the location, and the economic activity. So our project today is going to be investigating about people in our family or friends and recall this kind of information. So you have got two options, okay? I'm going to close this and I'm going to show you the project. All right. Okay, here in Classcraft, I want to make it bigger. Yes, okay. In Classcraft, you have the new tarea, okay, that says, excellent, I'm very happy to see your answers after watching the video. In general, you understand quite well that demography, what demography is. Let's continue. First, remember that today you have to mark your glossary because today was the deadline to finish it. Then you're watching this video that I'm recording now. And the third point is think of people you are interviewing to carry out your census. Okay, so I want you to think of at least 10 people. And you say, Laura, I cannot carry out the census with 10 people. Well, do it with 5, okay? No problem. And if you want to ask more than 10 people, you're free to do that. Okay. Once you have in mind the 10 people you can ask, okay, you're going to carry out your investigation. Remember, you can copy the table and complete it in your notebook, or you can click on the next link and complete it online. I give you the two options, all right? If you want to copy my model on the notebook, perfect. If you want to try some new technologies and use online resources, just click on the link, all right? This is the model. So this was my census. I'm going to make it bigger so you can see the information better. Okay, here are the names of the 10 people that I chose to carry my census, all right? Here are the different characteristics that our basic model of census will have: age, sex, nationality, location, and economic activity. And then what I did was just putting, okay, a cross in each of the cells that correspond to those people. I started with me, okay, and I'm going to do my example. So I wrote my name on top, okay. My age is 30 years old, so I am an adult now, okay. My sex is female. My nationality is Spanish, okay. If you ask a person that has a different nationality, which in our class have we have a lot of people that come from different countries. So your relatives in your family will have different nationalities. You could specify the nationality, saying if it's Portuguese, Russian, from Venezuela, or whatever. Location. So asking you about where you live, okay? If you live in a city like Madrid or Valladolid, that means you live in an urban area. If you live in a village, or that person lives in a village, it's a rural area. And finally, the economic activity. Be careful here and remember, active population working, okay? A person that is in the age of working and it's currently working, okay? That is an employed person like me. I'm working today. Active population but not working, unemployed. So a person that is in the age to work, but because of different circumstances, that person is not working. Are an inactive population, like you, for example, or elderly people or dependent people. All right. So, Laura, how can I create this on the computer? By clicking on the link in Classcraft Online Census. This will direct you to the following webpage. Okay. So Here you have two folders. You click on the folder that corresponds to your class. Okay, I'm going to start here, 5A. And I created one model for each of you. Pay attention to the name that I gave to the file that corresponds to your class number and your classcraft initials, okay? So number 1, GAD, would be Gabriel. Number 2, ZBB will be Zoe. 3, Juan Pablo. Okay, so for example, I'm going to access Gabriel's document, okay? And this is what you have, okay? What I want you to do here, remember, is write in the names of the people, okay? So in my case was Laura, okay? I'm going to write Gabriel, I don't know, Sarah, Javier, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so just by clicking in each of the cells and typing, you will see the names, okay? The first category, look at the model, was age. So I click here and I write age, sorry. This is taking some time. Okay, age. The second category was sex. The third one was nationality. All right. The next point was, sorry, I have a terrible memory, location. Okay, so I write location. And finally, economic activity or situation. Let me check. Economic activity. Okay, so basically you have to copy, okay, the information that you have in my model, and then just, okay, put in the correspondent cross on the right square. And that's it, okay? Next day, I will tell you what to do with this investigation. All right? Perfect. So that's all for today. Have a wonderful day and see you in our next online lesson. Bye-bye and take care.